Good evening, YouTube. It's Fragments of Memory, your friendly neighborhood armchair philosopher. I got a confession to make. I like musicals. I've invested a great deal of time and some money in either listening to some Broadway cast recording of a show, watching the film version of a musical, or going to a live performance of a show, both amateur and professional. The way song, story, and dance are woven together to produce this work of art is a wonder to behold. I'm a heterosexual man, but I like musicals. The other day I was on YouTube listening to the song No One Is Alone from the Stephen Sondheim musical Into the Woods. Into the Woods takes the stories of Cinderella, Rapunzel, Jack and the Beanstalk, and Little Red Riding Hood, puts them in a blender, and then turns them on their heads. The song No One Is Alone truly illustrates the principle that there are three sides to a story: his, hers, and the truth. There were moments in the song that got me choked up, I'll be real with you. Now here are some of the lyrics. You move just a finger, say the slightest word, something's bound to linger, be heard. No one acts alone. People make mistakes. Fathers, mothers. People make mistakes, holding to their own, thinking they're alone. Just remember, someone is on your side. Someone else is not. While we're seeing our side, maybe we forgot that they are not alone, that no one is alone. So it is very easy for us to see ourselves as the hero or heroine, the martyr or the agent of God who treads the path of angels in our story, when we may have actually played the part of the brigand, the scoundrel, and the villain, while we decry the other side's trespasses against us. Now, I recently thought about this as I remembered an ex-girlfriend from a decade ago. I won't get into the details, but as I look back, I found that in many ways, I was the villain. Witches can be right. Giants can be good. Thing is, we are lawyers for ourselves and judges for others. Now, I remember watching an episode of Mama's Family, and in Mama's Family, there was this episode where Mama was making jelly and jam in the kitchen with the help of Eunice, Naomi, and Ellen. Now, Eunice, Naomi, and Ellen were played respectively by Carol Burnett, Dorothy Lyman, and of course Betty White, the legendary Betty White. And basically, each tells the story of how Mama got her head hit. And when they tell the story, one tells the story making themselves look good and the other two looking bad. And each one does this for themselves. The Dune novels, when you read the first book of Dune, you have the character of Paul Atreides. He is a hero. He is a conquering hero, a Jedi Knight, if you will, if you want to use that example. And in the next novel, Dune Messiah, he becomes the villain. He becomes the evil emperor, because the power that he got in the first book, it corrupted him, making him into the man of the second book. Even the rapper singer Everlast, he talks about this. Everlast talks about how that song What It's Like. And he says, I've seen a rich man beg, I've seen a sad man grin, and I've seen an honest man lie. So here we are. Here we are basically acting and being acted upon. And of course, as we go through life, we've either had our toes stepped on or someone else stepping on our toes. So for me, this was an eye-opener. I recently thought of a former relationship, and I started feeling some kind of way and getting angry. And then I realized, just as a good old dear friend of mine who's no longer with us said, there are three sides to every story: your side, my side, and the truth. And you got a lot of people who they cling to their own. Just like the song says. So when no one is alone, those lyrics just hit me, because I was like, yes, no one is alone. That yes, when I did what I did, it wasn't just me, it affected others, and vice versa. And Ian Van Zandt, the motivational speaker, she did say this. She said, people do what they do based on who they are, what they feel, and of course, any information that supports their feelings and beliefs. So we have all these feelings and beliefs that are being supported. Then, of course, we think, man, we're the good guy. We're the great person in this situation. In reality, we might not be. But that's just my 2 cents. Tell me what you guys think about it. Peace.